phenomenon in the Odissi dance, Guru Sanchita Bhattacharya is a world-class soloist in the global arena, taking this dance form to its towering heights across the world. For the last 3 decades, she is making India proud worldwide. Her journey encompasses performances as a soloist at the greatest mainstream venues in the world like Madison Square Garden, the Main Auditorium, New York, the Ford Amphitheater in Hollywood, Esplanade Theatre in Singapore, Toledo Theatre in Spain, where she performed duet with tap and flamenco and trio as finale. The International Co-Undo Arts Festival in Taiwan, where she represented India, World Music Festival in Hull, UK, and many more. Let's celebrate International Women's Day worldwide with the womanhood and, of course, our favorite dancer, Sanchita Bhattacharya. Let's welcome her in tonight's Darbar.
So friends, here we are celebrating the International Women's Day with such a personality that I really cannot describe in words by myself. Sanchita ji is right here with us, and thank you so much for giving us your time, Sanchita ji. I know that you are such a busy person, and I do know that you are taking classes, you are doing so many things online, but thank you so much for your time and welcome to Star Darbar.
Hello, Ragini, and hello and namaste to all of you from India.
Sanchita ji, the first thing we would love to know that your dance career, right? Such a vast career. From last 3 decades, you are performing nationally, internationally, and making all of us so proud about our authentic dance Odissi. How you started and what was the main background to start it?
If I have to speak about dance, I have to speak about the strongest woman I have known in my life, I have lived with, and the woman who influenced my upbringing, my dance, my thought process, everything. And that's my mother, Chitra Devi. I have to say she just passed 2 months ago. She just went to the crossed over, they say. So when I started dancing as a young girl, it was not thought to be very dignified profession, because people could not think of that it's a profession. And for not even a dignified hobby. Most of the places, it was not even thought to be a dignified hobby. So, but my mom, who was a daughter of a very reputed painter, she stood by me like a pillar. I actually started dancing when I was 2.5. So almost like from my mother's womb, I have been dancing. And later on, I did ask her, why did you put me to dance? She said, in those days, you know, there were radios and once in a while cassette recorders and processions of music going on the street. These were the only source of external music. Whenever a music is played somewhere, even if I am sleeping, I would just somehow get up from my sleep and start dancing. So they couldn't contain me. So when I was 2.5, I was taken to a dance school. And when I was 3.5, I went to an academic school. So probably it was, now looking back, I think it was Lord Jagannath's larger plan that kind of born to serve the world through my dance. And now it is like breathing. If somebody asked me, when did you start? I said, I don't remember when did I started, because I was always having it. I didn't start at a point. It was there ever since. And then my father is still there. My mother is also there, but not using her old body. So my father is a Grihi sannyasi. He is a yogi, a Kriya yogi person. He is an engineer. He did his, He had his professional career and everything, but he is a Kriya Yogi. So I was brought up in that atmosphere of deep spirituality and Kriya Yoga, and all the sadhus from when they were traveling from Himalayas to the Ganga Sagar, our house was the resting place. So as a kid growing up, knowingly, unknowingly, I had a lot of satsang, sadhu sang, and deep insight and philosophies from them, which I might have understood some and not understood but retained. But now when they come back, I understand the depth of what they wanted to say. Now, now that I got it decided for me, probably then itself, that I would be pursuing Odyssey. So now that I'm pursuing Odyssey, as you know, it is a beautiful dance yoga. The purpose of this dance, when it was originally danced in the temples, the Maharis were married to the Lord. They were married to the Lord means they were in constant Radha bhav with the Lord, in Gopini bhav with the Lord, one with the Lord, and from there they would dance. The dances moved from the temple to the stage, but the fervor of the dance of communing with the divine is still the same. So that understanding the deep divinity within me, understanding, we define divinity as him or her because we're used to saying that. So I would say him, but it's beyond him or her. If you talk of Brahma, it's beyond him or her. So understanding the deep divine within me, which is from where the dance springs out. You know, you don't dance and try to understand the divine. You have that feeling, that understanding deep within, that inward journey deep within. And the dance is expressed as an outward expression of that inward journey that I had. That childhood helped me so much. And as a child, because every day my father, when I was like 6 or 7, till I was a little, like for 3-4 years, every night he used to tell me Ramayana bit by bit, like a soap opera. In those days, there was nothing soap, like a soap or something, but he would tell that like a serial, like a soap every day. Then after I had grown by then. When he finished the Ramayana, he started the Mahabharata. Then I grew a little more, you know, had that ability to understand. He started Bhagavad Gita. Right. And then when I matured, when I could understand the rest of Ras, then he moved to Bhagavatam. As a kid, I had complaints when I used to constantly every day do Ramayana, and my friends would do reading Asterix and Tintin. I had so much complaint, you know, but now I look back, I would next, if there is a next life, I would like to have the same and the same path. So there were resistances. It was not a cakewalk, but there were supportive elements also. My mother, who supported my dance, and my father, who helped in developing what little deep understanding of spirituality, of Sanatan Dharma, of scriptures. If you're doing Shastriya Nritya, if you're doing Indian classical dance, you have to have some knowledge of Shastra. You have to have some knowledge of Sanatan Dharma. So that he inculcated within me. I have no complaints. I have only to thank everybody.
Thank you, Sanchita. It was a really fantastic briefing in such a short time. That how was your childhood? And you know what, friends? Tonight we are celebrating Women's Day. So as a woman, I really want to ask Sanchita that what are the challenges that you face in this career?
Challenges are still there. It's not that challenges have suddenly disappeared now. But it is those challenges that make me, you, all women who have succeeded in their life to, to made success so sweet.
Right, right.
Success has become a nectar because the challenges were there. Now, uh, if you talk about challenges, I would not only like to talk about my challenges, I would like to talk about challenges of women in general, because I saw my mother standing up and, fighting means not fighting means fighting for the cause with her in-laws for my dance all alone, because my father was a saintly person. He he has this very subtle way of putting, so, and I have seen women all around me every day in every manner uh, try to fight out their own battles. I see today, don't think that reaching here, my life as a woman has become very easy. No way. There are challenges inside, within, in my premises, and challenges, of course, outside. But then living it every moment, every day, fighting those challenges, and I try to use my dance to speak about all women. I use the character of Draupadi. I have my dance theater, the Draupadi Phenomena, which I use to try to make it as the voice for all women. I think for women, or all women, the biggest challenge is not economic freedom. I think more important than economic freedom is freedom of choice. What I want to do. Little Malala had to fight only what she wanted to do. What is that? Get education. So, and every day they in women had to fight in America. They had to fight for little voting rights. So everywhere, still now the fight in so many countries are there for equal wages. Equality of wages. So these are that dignity of treating me as an equal, which Tagore wrote so beautifully in Chitrangoda, that I don't want to walk ahead of you. I don't want to walk behind you. I want to walk with you as an equal.
Sanchita ji, oh my God, this is really fabulous. You know what? I just love the way you perform. Tell me one thing, that you are always traveling internationally. I mean, right now the COVID situation is there, I understand, but usually
And
you were
let's
never in
not
India.
take 2020 as a standard.
Exactly. You were never
2020
in
was a
India.
teaching year.
Yep. You were never
Life's
in India.
lessons being taught.
You are always out. So, and also being the wife and the mother and a homemaker, and ladies and gentlemen, my viewers out there, let me just tell you another note that I really want to add to it. That is, Sanchita ji is actually the wife of our renowned, internationally famed, the pride of Bengal, Shri Tarun Bhattacharya's wife. And so I just want to know, one time Dada told me that, Ragini, we just meet each other sometime, like when the flights are crossing and we are saying hi from the window. So how is life like that? Because I know that it's quite challenging, since like you are always out and he's always out, and how you guys make it, like how you guys talk to each other.
Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you, as a homemaker, the most difficult part was raising my son when he was in his growing up years, raising him with the constant travel that I had to do. And my mother she was a support again. She helped me a lot to cover up. I think, at least in this age, women help out women a lot to grow, to, become independent. As far as my husband is concerned, because he's a performing artist, a very senior performing artist, myself being a performing artist, and we are always traveling, he is in one direction and myself in one direction. There are a lot of times we do not see each other for 2 months altogether. See, like once we did not see each other for a very long time. I was in Los Angeles, he was in Germany. So we decided, let's meet halfway. I came to New York, and he came to New York. Germany to New York and Los Angeles to New York is the same distance, almost same distance. You spend 3-4 days together, and then he moved on to one direction, and I moved on to the other direction. So we were meeting there after. It was like a dating. We
My
most of the time we meet like dating. and then also, like in 2017, I had a tour. I went to Europe and then US till the border, Mexico border, and then went to China. And after that, we had a program together in Taiwan. He was touring in India, and then he went to maybe Canada. I don't remember exactly. And then he went to Taiwan. We were meeting after 2 months at the Taiwan airport. So next day we had a concert. Together we had a concert. After doing the concert, we did not work. For the next 2 days, we were in Taipei and we just lazed. We just toured around, lazed, roamed around the night market and all that. So these type of things, catching up like a date, we do a lot.
Um,
And
Actually, Sanchita ji, another thing is coming in my mind right now. I know that I'm really mm, asking you so many things, but
I would love to share. I would love to share. That's why I'm
as we
sitting here
started
today.
our show, you mentioned about humanity. And since today is the International Women's Day, and we are celebrating all around globally right now with all the women out there, I really want them to know that how you have started helping others with your dance.
Okay. Because of the upbringing, probably
Yeah.
that bend of mind that my life is not mine. My purpose has to be greater than me, myself, my dance, everything. It has never to be me. It has to be for everyone. So, first of all, of course, Indian classical dance and the philosophy and the layers of meaning that go with it, and the scriptures and the shastra that go with it, itself is enlightening to the world. And that itself, we are taking our rich heritage, for which the world salutes us. That itself is something which I really love to do, being a cultural ambassador of our country. Other than that, I have been given the opportunity by Lord Jagannath to directly use my dance for the benefit and for the for direct development of my country and for plebeian people. Like in 2014, I had the opportunity to do a major tour with Shankara Eye Foundation, where we raised, through dance concerts, through the concerts, we raised more than 2 million. And that resulted in lot of $2 million, not Indian rupees, $2 million, which resulted in state of the art eye operation for a lot of plebeian senior citizens who otherwise would have no access to getting back their eyesight. Then in 2018, had the opportunity to serve my country by doing a major series of fundraiser concert for Support a Child Mission. Support a Child Mission takes care of orphaned children and gives them education which is at par with the best schools in India. And not only education, the co-curricular activities in which the child wants to shine and take it to the next level. So we were able to raise funds for good enough for the annual expenses of more than 2,600 children.
Your journey is really colorful from the day you born, from the day that you have started your own feelings towards the dance and towards the way your dad and mom raised you, and then married to the famous santur player Sanchita Bhattacharya, and then become the mom, then the homemaker. And with all this, your passion, your dedication towards the dance, it's like it's ongoing, it's still
But
there.
I don't have
You
only
are
one child. I don't have only one child. I have children all over the
all
world
over. Yeah,
who learn from me. My disciples are my children. I
right,
love them like my children, and we are a family, not just through dance, but for everything, for every issue in their life, they call me as if calling their mom. And
right,
it's not necessarily that like we have an age difference. There, I have students who are senior to me at far, the same age group of myself, senior to me, everything, and all over the world, all the countries where even there is communication difficulty.
right.
And so being the mom of Guru Ma, of so many souls all around the world itself is also so gratifying.
Exactly. So I have seen like a tiny part of yours last year, and felt really fortunate to know somebody that who is dedicating her passion, and also not only passion, it the right words will be the love for the art, and to help the human being. So this is really a pleasure for all of us. In between our chat, I would love to showcase a little bit of your dancing again, and because I
Yes.
know that that everybody would love to see you on stage, and I have few more questions for you, and
Sure.
I think that let's just watch some videos first, and then we are gonna be back, right?
शिशिर करेना करेना स्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी नमोस्तुते.
As we are talking, chatting, sharing our thoughts, and going towards the end of the show, but still there are so many things that we want to know about Sanchita ji. One thing is, like, she's very humble. Whenever you meet her in person, you will never feel that whatever she is actually telling you right now, being an international artist, um, I felt that she has lots of gratitude, and she is really a fantastic person. I still remember the tea you made for us, because it was really, really, really quick and fast when I first met you. And I want to know, I know that you don't want to talk about it all the time, but I think that my viewers should know a little bit of your awards, right? I think that we should talk about it, because I know that you are a dancer for life. You are dancing from your love, from your heart. But when you are getting all these felicitations, and like, this is like all these organizations, they're loving your art form. So how you really feel about it? Do you, I mean, like, can you say a few words on that?
Actually, the biggest award is the love and appreciation that the people
Yeah.
that is generated in the audience. Even now, somebody writes, oh, I have seen you 15 years ago and I can still see you in my eyes, in my mind's eyes. And, when I said that about the two women, these are the biggest award that I think all artists look for. But how do you translate it into measurable terms? Their love, that people like you, how do you translate it into measurable terms? Therefore, I think love and appreciation of the people get translated into what we so-called say as awards and felicitations. And, they come to us. So it's like a cumulative of all the people's love that becomes an award and comes as a form of a physical award to us, to any dancer, any performing artist. So for me, an award is like a reassurance from, of course, the organizer, maybe it, government, or maybe it a private award, or from the artists. For me, an award is a reassurance from that organization, and they are speaking the mind of the people cumulatively that yes, you are in the right path, and yes, your direction is right, and please continue to further our culture and also use it for human benefit directly more and more.
Sanchita ji, our life has been changed, right? From last year till now. Like, we are sitting on March 8th in 2021. How was this year for you?
First of all, everybody is saying the world has stopped. I would humbly beg to differ. The world did not stop. Only we humankind stopped, and the rest of them were like relieved that we had stopped for a year. The rest of them got opportunity, which includes the flora, fauna, and the elements. They got an opportunity to rejuvenate themselves, which includes the ozone layer, which includes suddenly there are butterflies in my kitchen garden, which includes the animals in the sea, in the sky, everyone in the jungles, everyone. They were like, oh my God, thank God they are caged at home. We are leaving. So I would beg to say it was a bad year only for us, only for we humankind, who is just one kind of species in these millions of species in the world. That's one thing. Second is, did you see even the 5 elements are standing against us? The elements are supporting the virus and not us. And who has brought our ego down to this level? The smallest living creature. We need a super electron microscope to see that virus. That brought our ego down to ground zero. I me's to ground zero. The smallest possible particle that we could imagine. And we think, I am everything. I am great. So 2020, of course, I feel is a year of contemplation, of thinking, what have we done wrong so badly that even the elements are reprimanding? Mother Earth is bringing huge earthquakes and landslides. Look at the Kitty Optage Marudbam, the water. Look at the oceans, the tsunamis, the water, and the ice breaking, and that happened in India. It's happening everywhere. Look at the wind, the Amphans and all that. Look at the way they are taking their showing their anger. Look at the fire. Look at the invasion from the sky. How many times last year Earth just saved a collision with the celestial bodies by a little bit. And every time they said, by chance, if we collide, we are off the orbit, and God knows what is going to happen. So if everybody is against us, it's time to think that we have done something severely wrong. It is time to make good in double speed of what we have all destroyed cumulatively. It's like cumulative karma, what we have all destroyed cumulatively. And when we come back, let us come back as new enlightened individuals, that we will not only think of we, I, me, us humans. We have to think about the entire world, because we coexist with everybody. It's not our private property. This earth is not human beings' private property.
I do prefer this year. I think that this year actually taught us that, again, we can stay in home. There is no need for partying, going out all the time, that we were facing lately for so many years, that weekends are never home. Your kids are someplace going around, or maybe like the parents
I got to spend a lot of time with my husband and my son. I
yeah,
could spend so much
exactly.
time with my family.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a positive thing.
So the bonding, actually, I think that the bonding between the parent and the kids, or the friends together, maybe they're not seeing each other, but being like staying at home, maybe like it's like a video chat that you guys are doing, which was not there even in months, because the reason is mostly that we all are busy, and whenever we have time, we're trying to do something either for home or either for our social life,
Or
not
busy
to
with
think
nothing.
about our family. Exactly, not to think about our family. So I think that this year really made the family closer towards
Yes.
towards their bonding time, and I really do feel that I also had that opportunity to stay home. Of course, I was there in India for 7 months.
For a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
was with my mom and my sister, and crazily I tried few other things also. So so I was there with their love and guidance and care. So I just love the timing, because I think last, I don't know when I have spent time like this. I have no idea. It's maybe 25 years back. I don't know. Seriously don't remember. So it was
Also,
yeah.
yeah. Also, we Indian women buy a lot of jewelry and saris and all that.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I opened the almirahs and thought, why did I put so much money on this junk? Trust me, this I'm telling you from my heart. I did not buy any sari, anything. I rather, this was a time. There were a lot of people who were close to me who were like suffering a lot. I had to support a lot of people, and I felt, thank you, Lord Jagannath, for giving me that strength to support, as many people as I could, over and above the dance, the charity concerts that I did. So
Right.
over and above that, but somehow this year, the only things that I bought for myself, the gifts that I gave myself, is books, and all of them scriptures on dance, or scriptures of our scriptures, our
Beautiful, beautiful,
Hindu
beautiful.
scriptures.
Sanchita ji, it is really fantastic that we're chatting, and it is a great chat because we are seeing your dance. We have seen so many beautiful photographs of yours, and I really love to say this, that you look mesmerizingly beautiful in
I don't
all.
know, but
Yes.
I want to be very beautiful here. This beauty I don't know. This is
Are
going to
you
perish.
you are from the day one when we met, and I told my viewers already that that you were so humble and you were filled with gratitude, and that is what I really love about you, and I'm really pleased to have you tonight in Star Darbar, and like with you, and with your vision and your views. I think lots of women out there, they will think that, hey, that's my voice, and they can really connect with your words. But before we go, I want to ask you a quick thing, that being a woman right now today, what will be your words to them?
Yeah. Thank you for asking me this question. This is something I love to answer. This is my favorite answer. What little I am is because my mother was the woman who supported me, who gave me all that I needed in my growing up years, in my child raising years, throughout. So I have been able to reach out to the world and do what little I could do because there was a woman behind me. Now, every woman, we all women who are realized, you and me, who are realized, who know our rights, who know how life should be, we who understand humanity in the larger perspective. If each one of us take up at least one woman who really need emotional, psychological, educational, even financial help to become a strong woman. If each of us support one woman and tell her that once you are there, your payback to me is you go and support another woman who needs your support. It may be emotional, psychological, it may be educating them, letting them know what their worth and what their rights are. It may be giving them some type of placement, some type of outlet. It might be helping them financially to set up a small business.
Yeah.
So I would request all women. This year I've made a pledge that every year I have to try and support one woman to set up a small business. This year I already did to a couple of women set up small businesses so that they become independent. So you and me, women who can do it, if we support one woman, I'm not saying do a lot, one woman, and ask that person, your payback is you in turn support another and ask for the same payback. After a few years, we will not require a special day to support, celebrate womanhood.
Right.
That's my humble request to all women.
Thank you so much for your interviews, and I do believe the words that you are finishing our episode with are really so bold and energetic. And I do believe all my viewers out there, I hope that we all can hold hands together and we can share and care for every woman and give them the moral support and the support of friendship, and just say these words that, hey, I'm there. And I
I'm
think
there
that
for
that
you.
can really bring a lot of changes in their thinking and in their mind, and they can really do wonders if they can,
All
like,
women at
hold on
Durga
to.
here. All
Yeah,
women at Durga here. We just need to rekindle it.
exactly,
Thank you.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sanchita ji, for staying here with us. And it was lovely, lovely, lovely chatting with you. And we want to wish you again a great year to come yet. I know, I mean, we just started, but I really want to wish from my whole team of Manativ International and from Star Darbar that you just go ahead and be successful and see your dream in the real life, because that's what you have been working for. And I think that we have to close now. Would love to have you again with some other time. And please, please, please do your best, and you are doing already, I mean, for the mankind. And we're really happy that you are here with us. So my viewers, we have to say goodbye to you. I hope you loved this episode. And if you really, really want to see her dance shows, or like she has her own YouTube videos also. So you can really go
I
and
travel to United States twice a year at least
okay, yeah, yeah. So
for
you can
performances.
always see her, meet her, and also you can be a part of her
Foundation.
fundraising events and the foundation, where you really can help out and raise your voice and hold somebody's hand just to say, hey, I'm there. So a very happy International Women's Day. And I do believe that I celebrate womanhood every day, and you do so too. Meet you again next week in your favorite show, Star Darbar, with somebody very special, just like Sanchita ji. And thank you so much. And
Thank you.
good night to
It's,
everybody. See you next week.
yes, happy International Women's Day to all. Please remember me in your prayers.